Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to now work on our math page after we watch the little video about tally charts, reviewing tally charts, and picture graphs. Remember, a picture graph is just like the tally charts. It gives us information. You can make a picture graph from a tally chart. Again, it's a type of graph that gives us information, just like a calendar. The calendar in our classroom is a picture graph. It gives us information. Now let's look at the tally chart for a moment. Animals at the fair. So according to the tally chart, the animal were lions and bears. And the tally chart, look underneath the lion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lions. According to the tally chart, how many bears? Look underneath the bear. 1, 2, 3. 3 tally marks, so there were 3 bears. Now, we're going to go down to the picture graph. The picture graph is going to show the same information as our tally chart. So, again, animals at the fair, lions. Now, remember, these are your key pictures, so you're not going to count them. So, how many lions? There were 6 tally marks, so you would color in 6 lions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many bears? There were 3 tally marks, so you would color in 1, 2, 3 bears. Okay, let's go down to the duck row or the duck box. Now, in the duck box, they've charted or graphed clown toys. Here it's telling you the toy, drum, hat, ball. The tally marks. Underneath the drum, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tally marks. So that means the clowns had 5 drums. How many hats? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means the clowns had 4 hats. How many balls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tally marks. So that means the clowns had 6 balls. Let's go down and look at the picture graph. Now, again, same title, Clown Toys, because we're graphing the same information, the clown toys, but instead of using tally marks, we're now going to use pictures. Remember, don't use this first picture. This is your key picture. So, using the tally chart, how many drums were there? Right, 5 tally marks. Tally marks. So we want to color in 5 pictures. So take a crayon and color in 1 drum, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't color in that last drum. So remember, you only want to color to show how many. So 5 tally marks, color 5 drums. Good. Now we want to find out how many hats again. 4 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to come down to the picture graph. Again, don't color the key picture, but we're going to color 4 hats. So you can either use the same crayon or another crayon and color 1, 2, 3, 4 hats. Leave these 2 blank because according to the tally chart, there were only 4 hats. Now we want to color and find out how many balls. You color in the picture graph. How many balls? There were 6 tally marks. So come down to the picture graph and color in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls. If you need to, you could always pause the video. And again, the directions are at the bottom of the page. And you don't have to color it exact. It's not like coloring a picture in the classroom. So you could just take your crayon and make circles. That's fine. Okay? All right, I'm going to turn the page over. If you need to finish, just pause the video. All right? Okay. Now on the back, it's prizes at the fair. This is the prize shelf. There are red bears, purple horses, and yellow cars. How many bears? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many horses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many cars? 1, 2, 3. Let's look at the duck box. Now, this time the tally chart is not filled out. They want you to fill it out using the information from the shelf. So, prizes at the fair. Don't get confused because now the graph or the tally chart is going horizontally, where the other side it was vertical, but it's the same thing. So you have your key picture and then an empty box to fill in the tally marks. So how many bears were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So come down to the tally chart and next to the red bear, trace 1, 2, 3, 4 tally marks. Good. How many horses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to make 5 tally marks. Now remember, 4 men standing tall. The 5th one is about to fall. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tally marks will be vertical. And then the 5th one is slanted. Good. And then how many yellow cars? 1, 2, 3. So then on the tally chart next to the yellow car, fill in only 3 tally marks. Now, this time the picture graph is vertical. It's the same thing. Here's your key picture, but you're just going to, I know this gets a little confusing because we always go from top to bottom, but this time you're starting at the bottom. You're starting by your key picture. So, using the shelf and the tally chart, how many bears were there? 4. So then take a crayon and color in 1, 2, 3, 4 bears. Now, there might be more than 4, but don't color that one in. Only color to show how many. Remember, a picture graph is giving us information using the tally chart or even the shelf. Okay, how many purple horses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should have 5 tally marks. So now we're going to come over and color in 5 horses. So color in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Do the same thing for the cars. You should have how many tally marks? There were 3 cars, so you should have 3 tally marks. And now on the picture graph, you'll color in 3 pictures. Good. Now at the very bottom, in the shamrock row, and again, if you need to, you can pause this. And the directions are also at the bottom. But it says, circle in red the prize that was colored the most. So look at your picture graph. Get your information. And were there more bears, horses, or cars? Then the directions say circle in blue the prize that was colored the least or the smallest amount. Again, use your picture graph and your tally chart to give you information. Good job. Again, you can always replay the video if you need to, or the directions are at the bottom. When you've completed the math page, please make sure. What was the first thing you were supposed to do? Good. Make sure your name is on your paper. Put it in your folder, and I'll see you on Tuesday.